for tuning in today. So, as you know, during this coronavirus event, I am sharing free weekly YouTube mini tutorials on different dance technique stuff that we can learn while we're self-isolating at home. And you can do these activities alone in a small space, on carpet, and still improve your dancing, or just sit at your desk and watch, learn that way too. That works. So, the figure I would like to look at today is our natural spin turn. We can do this either in waltz or in our quick step. There's a little bit of a nuance technique difference. I'll touch on that, but essentially the same figure. So for lead, here is our footwork, and we often start out our waltz or quick step with this particular figure. I even do this social dancing, and this is a bronze competition step. It's common in social dance, a very useful figure. We do it a lot in open quick step too, so let's master it today. So leads, we're going to start out inside the partner, assuming you're starting at the beginning of your routine. If it were in the middle of a routine, then it would be outside the partner, but either way, it will be a heel with turnout, toe, close with the toe, and then the spin turn portion, the turning portion, you're going to turn this left foot in to the max. In. Then forward, staying low through her legs. So not just in place, but actually pressing forward on the right heel, and finish it out with the left toe. And we need to cross the boards. So the natural turn, the challenge I see with the leads is you start with the right side, swing and sway, and then you never get out of it. That would look something like this. I'm going to undercook it. This is the most common problem I see with leads. 1, 2, 3. And you don't finish it out and you're on 2 flats. What I would love to see is heel, toe, finish it out left. That way you're going to invite her in for the spin turn and from a way more balanced position. Leads, the second part. With the spin turn portion, the most common problem I see on step 1 is you're not making a hallway for your girl. So 1, 2, let's pretend we ended this down line of dance like we should. Make sure you don't under-rotate it. If anything, over-rotate it. That's a better lead. I want to make a hallway. There's a girl stepping through you. Invite her in. Now she really can't help but step to the correct place. What I often see is here. Now, how much space does this give her? You're going to end up under-rotating this thing, and it'll end back in like dag center, like an impetus turn. That's not a good lead at all. Don't make her back lead you. Think going backwards at this point, making a hallway for her to step through, and you'll end up being able to over-rotate it. This is the minimum. This is what the book says. Honestly, competitively, I recommend even over-rotating it so you can whip out into your next figure in a much more dynamic looking way. The next most common problem I see from the leads is too early of a rise in the spin portion. So rising on the T of the 2. That would look like this. I'll show you bad. 1, 2, 3. That ends up dumping your girl. It ends up putting your big giant chest muscles right in her space where you want her to rotate, so it's athletically very hard for her to get around you. What I would love to see is rising on the of the 2 and I'll show what that looks like. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, that's going to keep you out of her way and make the rotation much lighter to follow. If you find the ladies are all hanging on your spin turn, it's probably you that's the problem. So I'll dance that again so you can see the timing with the delayed rise on the of the 2 and 3. So it's not T of the 2, it's and 1, 2, and 3. Okay? Ladies! For my natural spin turn, the most common problem I see for ladies is you overstep the lead on step 2 and even step 1 of your waltz. So I know as a lady, I feel that lead so clear and I'm so eager to follow him and help him feel how light I am. So what I see on that first step of the natural is, oh, I know where I want you to go, and you end up on the wrong side of it. So my little cheat as lady is whenever I feel a lead for a natural turn, I take it short. It's okay if you step too short, you'll just end up with a prettier shape, and you can correct it on whatever he does next, which is usually a spin turn. So here, 1, 2, take it shorter than you think you should. 3. The next problem I see is a lot of ladies have turn out on step 1. That would look like this. I'm exaggerating bad. Usually we start this back being diagonal wall. I see this. 1, the foot's turned out, and then you turn on the 2, 3. It's going to look a little like Tourette syndrome and feel choppy in his arm. So my cheat is lady, really anytime stepping backwards in the ballroom dances, do it with turn in, unless he distinctly leads you to do turn out, turn in. That'll help you naturally stay on balance, and it'll help you create a more natural looking shape. Instead of turn out, I'm gonna make myself stay left. It's really unbalanced and it looks kooky. So we're gonna turn the foot in on beat 1, we'll step short on beat 2. And then make sure to close the feet on 2 toes, that'll make a prettier shape, then flats. Okay. So 1, ladies turn in. 2, ladies step short. 3, ladies 2 toes. Okay? Next part, the spin turn, ladies. I go forward on my right heel, around on my left toe, finish on my right toe. That would look like this for lady. 1, 2, 3. So, ladies, the most common problem I see for follows on step 1 is you're not connecting enough with his thigh. So when you step forward into him, my little cheat is I step diagonal center, or I step really strongly into his thigh here. So think about crossing your legs when you step forward. It'll be a little cheat to give you a nice strong connection and pretty shape. Step 2, the most common problem I see, ladies, is you're not driving around him enough. At this point, I feel a lead. I know it's a spin turn. It's a rotational figure. I want to over-rotate every rotational figure as lady. So I do that on this step by driving to the wall. So I don't go 2, which is nice and comfy. I'm going to crank that puppy. That's your 2. It's not here. It's not even sideways. Drive to the wall. And then 3, ladies, you do a pretty good job trying to take it forward, diag center. Sometimes you'll take it down line. I always like to over-rotate these so I come out really powerfully. Hopefully he's over-rotating as well, but even if he doesn't, I can do that as lady, make him look pretty good. So ladies, let's look at that whole sequence. Back, side, together, forward, drive, finish your rotation. Finally, ladies, I want you to stay lower than you think you should. Really the whole time, the natural and especially the spin turn. When you take a toe, you're going to want to rise up naturally with the body. It's just how you're built. You take a toe, you want to do this. I feel it too. But you got to stay low on that toe. So on that spin turn portion, it's especially hard to discipline yourself to stay low. But trust me, it's going to be lighter and more beautiful. So when I'm going forward, stay low. That one's pretty easy. That's a heel. Here's the money maker. When you drive to the wall, stay low. Stay low in the knees. I'm going to be lifted from the hips up, but very low in the knees when I'm taking the 2-step on that toe. And just like I asked the leads to do, ladies, I'm going to delay my rise. So I know the book says to rise on the 2, but it's technically the 2 and up is when I rise, not the of the 2. So here's wrong. 1, 2, 3. Trust me, it's not going to be graceful. It's going to be choppy. You're going to fight him for space. And ladies, he's going to be stronger than you. Probably you're going to lose. You'll win the battle, but lose the war. If you stay lower than him the whole time and wait for the to rise, it's going to be much more graceful, and he won't be manhandling you as much. So I think down, 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 down. And I just rise up at the very last second. I'll show that one more time, and let me count that with numbers, so hopefully it makes it more clear. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, and 3. Hopefully we saw that. I'll show another angle. 1, 2, and 3. I'll show sideways. Here's wrong. 1, 2, 3. Here's a little better. Another cheat I use is, ladies, I always pretend I'm dancing with Santa. I'm going underneath of his belly. That way I don't fight him for space. 1, 2, and 3. I'm really low in those knees. So that, oh, and I have one more thing to add, a little nuance difference between quick step and waltz. Obviously the time is quite a bit different when it's 30 measures a minute versus 52. But on the natural, there's going to be an early rise for the lead. So down, up, and then early fall, up, down. Whereas the waltz, rise and fall for the lead there is going to be down, 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 down. And just think down, even though it's technical rise and 2 toes, just try and stay down, you'll get a better result. Whereas quick step would be down, up, down. So hopefully that's been helpful today. Those are some little tips that I find very useful when I'm doing natural spin turn and waltz and quick step, and hopefully helps you too. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.